Mama Sanders just sent shockwaves through Cleveland with a single Instagram post that has the entire football world buzzing. The Browns are sitting at a miserable 2-7, their season hanging by a thread, and the quarterback controversy that's been simmering for weeks just exploded into a full-blown inferno. Shadur Sanders, the fierce and outspoken mother of rookie quarterback Shadur Sanders, didn't just post a supportive mom selfie. She declared war, doing it in the most unapologetically stylish way possible. While snow blanketed Cleveland and fans drowned their sorrows after yet another painful loss, Pilar stepped out into the freezing storm dressed head to toe in custom Browns gear, her hair perfect, her confidence unshaken, and her caption pure dynamite. Better than Dylan Gabriel. Those 4 words hit harder than any linebacker could, because in one sentence, she said what every frustrated Browns fan has been thinking since the first snap of this miserable season. She called out the elephant in the room, the issue the entire organization has tried to tiptoe around. Why is Dylan Gabriel still the starter when Shadur Sanders, one of the most talented rookies in years, hasn't been given a single chance to prove himself? It wasn't just a post. It was a statement, a message from a mother who's seen her son overlooked, doubted, and dismissed time and time again, and who's finally had enough. The Browns' 27-20 loss to the 1-win New York Jets was a breaking point. Gabriel looked rattled, out of sync, and completely overwhelmed. He was sacked 6 times, completing just over half his passes for a meager 167 yards. It wasn't a stat line of a future franchise quarterback. It was another chapter in a story of offensive chaos. The Browns' attack looked disjointed, the play calling predictable, and the morale non-existent. As fans shouted from the stands, the frustration boiled over into chants for Shadur. And sitting there on the sidelines, headset on, watching another game slip away, was a young quarterback whose potential remains locked behind the stubborn decisions of a coaching staff running out of excuses. Shadur Sanders' journey to Cleveland was never ordinary. The son of NFL legend and Colorado head coach Deion "Coach Prime" Sanders, Shadur came into the 2025 draft surrounded by hype, scrutiny, and more media noise than any prospect in recent memory. At Colorado, he was electric, leading the nation in completion percentage, throwing for over 4,000 yards, and proving he wasn't just a famous last name. Analysts projected him as a top 10 pick. But as the draft unfolded, something strange happened. Teams passed on him, again and again. Rumors spread about his personality, whispers of entitlement, and anonymous reports painting him as difficult. By the time Cleveland finally traded up to grab him in the 5th round, the damage was done. What should have been a triumphant night turned into a public humiliation. But if anyone thought Shadur would sulk, they were wrong. He signed his rookie deal, showed up to camp, and got to work. Since joining the Browns, Shadur has done everything right. He's been the model teammate, studying film late, learning the system, and staying patient despite being sidelined. Off the field, he's been even more impressive. While veterans complain and fans despair, he's been quietly winning hearts across Cleveland. In one viral video, he called a single mother to tell her she'd won a car through his giveaway program. Her emotional reaction, tears, disbelief, gratitude, spread across social media like wildfire. This wasn't publicity stunt. This was genuine compassion. A young man using his platform to make life a little easier for someone else. In another clip, he was seen visiting local schools, hosting youth camps, and promising kids that Cleveland's best days were still ahead. For a city used to disappointment, that kind of authenticity means everything. And right beside him through it all has been Shadur Sanders. She's seen her son's highs and lows, from a national spotlight of college football to the heartbreak of draft night. She's watched the media twist his story, watched teams question his character, and watched him respond every single time with grace and determination. So when she took that selfie and wrote those 4 words, better than Dylan Gabriel, it wasn't just bravado. It was a culmination of years of watching her son earn everything the hard way. For Pilar, that post wasn't disrespectful. It was personal. It was a voice of a mother tired of watching the world doubt a young man she knows is ready. Still, the timing couldn't be more explosive. The Browns' locker room is tense, the coaching staff under fire, and the fan base restless. Head coach Kevin Stefanski has remained adamant that Gabriel is their guy, deflecting questions about Sanders with vague comments about development and sticking to the plan. Offensive coordinator Tommy Rees echoed the same sentiment, insisting Gabriel needs more time to adjust. But patience is running out. Every week that Gabriel struggles, every game that ends in disappointment, the chants grow louder, the tension tighter, and the calls for change impossible to ignore. Cleveland has been down this road before, too many times. Since returning to the NFL in 1999, the Browns have cycled through 40 starting quarterbacks. 40. It's a carousel of failure that's become the defining curse of the franchise. Fans are tired of the excuses. They want something real. And in Shadur Sanders, they see that spark. The swagger, the leadership, the connection to the community. It's everything they've been craving. They see him giving away cars, mentoring kids, volunteering in neighborhoods still recovering from tragedy. They see a young man embracing their city, while the current starter crumbles under pressure. The irony is that Shedeur has already shown flashes of brilliance when given the chance. In the preseason, he completed 14 of 23 passes for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns against Carolina, commanding the offense with confidence. He looked sharp, composed, and ready, but one shaky outing against the Rams in the finale, combined with minor back injury, was all it took for the coaching staff to shut the door. Since then, he's been nothing more than a spectator, watching, waiting, and preparing. Even Browns legend Bernie Kosar weighed in recently, praising Sanders' talent but warning against rushing him too soon. His concern is valid. Cleveland's offensive line is battered, the receivers inconsistent, and the offensive system a mess. Throwing a rookie into that chaos could break his confidence before he ever has a chance to shine. But at the same time, Kosar admitted what everyone feels in their gut. He wants to see Shadur play. Everyone does. Because as much as this team needs structure, it needs hope even more. And that's what makes Pilar's post resonate so deeply. It's not just about stats or strategy. It's about heart. She said what fans feel but can't say loud enough. Her son, sitting on the sidelines while the team collapses, deserves his shot. Maybe she shouldn't have said it publicly. Maybe it stirs more controversy than the Browns need. But you can't deny the emotion behind it. This is a mother who's watched her son transform programs, silence critics, and lift people up. She's seen him do it before, and she believes he can do it again, this time for Cleveland. As the Browns prepare for another brutal matchup against the Baltimore Ravens, the stakes couldn't be higher. If Dylan Gabriel struggles again, if the offense stalls and the losses keep piling up, there will be no more excuses left. The chants for Shadur Sanders won't just echo from the stands. They'll become the soundtrack of the season. The organization can keep delaying, but every week they wait. The calls for change grow louder. And through it all, Shadur has remained a picture of professionalism, silent, focused, patient. He's not begging for attention or throwing shade at his coaches. He's waiting, working, and letting his mother's post do all the talking for him. That might just be the most powerful move of all, because whether it's next week or next season, his time is coming. And when it does, the city of Cleveland might finally have a quarterback and the story it's been praying for. So, Browns fans, what do you think? Was Pilar Sanders out of line for a fiery Instagram post? Or was she simply saying what everyone's been afraid to admit? Should the Browns stick with Dylan Gabriel? Or is it finally time to hand the reins to Shadur Sanders and see what this kid can really do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because in Cleveland, the drama is just getting started, and you won't want to miss what happens next.